right, good morning, everyone. I am 1 minute late, but welcome. Today is Friday, May 26th, and this is No Excuse Mentality podcast, where we break barriers, embrace excellence, and unlock limitless potential. All right. Like I told you guys, I think it was 2 days ago. No, it was yesterday's actually. That today we're going to talk about transitioning your mind from side hustle to full time venture. Right, becoming an entrepreneur. And I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight different concepts that we're going to talk about in the next few minutes. So transitioning from a side hustle to a full-time venture, it's an exciting leap. It does require more than just financial preparedness. It's necessary to have a shift in mindset, right? So it's not only about you having the finance to do it, but it's having you the capacity and the mental capacity to really shift your dynamic, right? A transition from thinking like a part-time entrepreneur to embracing the identity and responsibility of a full-time business owner. Okay. So you have to change the mindset. So it's not only about, okay, I have the money to do it, I know what I want to do, but if you do not change your mentality of thinking of an employee or thinking as a part-time entrepreneur, you won't not be able to succeed, right? Because you need to have a shift in focus. You need to have a shift mentally. So we're going to delve into essential aspects of transitioning your mind from a side hustle to a full-time venture. All right. I'm going to empower you to embrace the challenges and opportunities of entrepreneurship. Okay. So if you're writing things down, this is where we're going to start. Number one, you have to embrace the entrepreneurial mindset. You have to embrace the entrepreneurial mindset. As you embark on this journey of you changing that into an entrepreneur mindset, you have to cultivate believe in your ability to succeed. That's the first thing. In reality, you have to believe in your ability to succeed. You can have the greatest idea, you can have the biggest opportunity, but if you don't believe in your ability to succeed, you're gonna fail even from the start, right? So it's just like trading. You will not be able to succeed if mentally you don't even have the willingness to tell yourself, I can do this. I can really learn this. I can really see myself doing this. So believe in your ability to succeed, embrace calculated risk, and develop a strong sense of self motivation. Now, this is something that entrepreneurs have that you just cannot be an entrepreneur if you don't have this, right? And apart from you having the ability, believe in yourself that you can succeed, it is a strong sense of self motivation. It is a strong sense of you don't need someone to tell you you can do it. You don't need someone to push you and to really motivate you to continue to do it. You have to have that strong sense of motivation. What does that mean? It means that when you don't feel like getting up, you have to get up, right? It means that when you don't want to learn, you have to learn. It is showing up even when there's thunder, right? Like I put in my notes that I have on my monitor. It's about give like you have too much, right? So you have to have a strong self of motivation. I cannot emphasize that enough. For you to embrace the entrepreneur mindset, apart from believing in your ability to succeed, you need to have it and develop a strong sense of motivation. There are going to be times that you're not going to want to learn. There's going to be times that you don't want to trade. There's going to be times that you don't want to work. There's going to be time that you don't want to, push through all the difficulties of you being an entrepreneur. But you need to have that strong sense of motivation, right? The reason why you're doing this. What is the reason if you're doing it, right? There were plenty of times when I was building my business that I didn't want to do a whole bunch of stuff. Having a daytime job, having a business, marriage, kids, all that. I got to a point that I was just like, oh my, how am I going to do it? But you know what? I had a strong sense of self motivation, and that is something that my wife tells me constantly. She's like, Eric, oh my God, I wish I could have that, because it's either if we have to watch TV or watch a Netflix series, I pass it on many times if I have to be in the office and work. Yesterday was a day that I turned on the computer early in the morning. And yesterday, I turned off my computer almost around midnight. All that time, just working, developing, strategizing, thinking, writing this thing so I can talk to you guys. Those are the things that you gotta have that strong self of motivation. All right. You have to cultivate resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from both success and setbacks. Like we spoke yesterday, as an entrepreneur, you either win or you learn, right? So you have to cultivate resilience. You don't quit. Adaptability. What does that mean, adaptability? That's also very important as an entrepreneur. Adaptability means that when the world is going upside down, you find a way of how you can make the world better. And while doing that, you capitalize on it, right? So I see so many different news of, for example, when the COVID hit, right, pandemic hit, and I had the furniture business. I remember we closed the business in March 22nd because we didn't know what COVID was. It was at the beginning, right? That was when March started getting in. There was not even they weren't even talking really about closing anything. But my wife and I decided to close because we really didn't know what was happening. We didn't know how you know how is that going to react around the world or even here local. We didn't know that, so we decided to close the store. But immediately when I was driving home, I started thinking, and I said to my wife, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take everything home. We're going to take all computers. We're going to take everything that we can home, and we're going to work from home. And I'm going to double marketing. And she said, what? I said to her, I'm going to double the marketing efforts on Facebook and in social media. She said, why are you doing that? Because immediately as an entrepreneur, you think outside the box. I knew that if they sent people home, what were people going to do? People were going to be on their phones. People were going to be on their tablets. And I told her, I want people to see my business constantly because people are not going to have any options to do anything. They're not going to leave home. They can't leave home. They can't work. They got to be home. So if they're going to be home, then we are going to be in their faces all the time. And I kid you not, 2020 was my best year in the furniture store. Best year. My wife and I, we were processing credit cards and sending invoices at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We would get up the next day and be at it again at 8 o'clock in the morning. I would do 13, 15 deliveries per day. I would get here, I would leave at 10 o'clock in the morning or 9, and I won't get home at 11 o'clock just doing deliveries. My warehouse, the store became an actual warehouse. I didn't have a showroom. I had just boxes and boxes and boxes. We were just busy, busy, busy. And people would call me and they would write to us on Facebook and they would say, listen, I decided to call you guys because you guys are constantly popping up on my Facebook feed. That's adaptability. That's adaptability. So while a lot of people were going through a lot of difficult times, man, we had the best time. We did so many Airbnbs that year. That's not even funny. But that is resilience. That is adaptability. That is the willingness to learn from both success and setback. That was a setback according to what was happening around the world. But for us, we took advantage of it because as an entrepreneur, you have to adapt to whatever shows up. You have to adapt to whatever comes forward. This mindset shift forms the foundation for your growth as a full time entrepreneur. All right. So that's just number one. Embrace entrepreneur mindset. All right. So, what is it? Believe in your ability to succeed, embrace risk, and develop a strong sense of self motivation. Cultivate resilience, adaptability, and a willingness to learn from both success and setbacks. Number two, clarify your visions and goals even as you're trading, right? So this is not only about trading, it can be business, whatever you want it to be. But let's talk about trading. When we talk about clarifying your vision and goals, what is it that you want to make? How much that you want to make? Be realistic, right? Let's not go from I want to make 50 grand a month. Okay, can you do it? Yes, it's possible. You could do it. Of course you can. But what is the goal? Do you want to make 500? Is that where you want to be? So where you want to be that you can say, if I do this every week, I do not need to get a full time job out of here. I could do this. So if that's 500, then your goal should be $500 a week. If that's 600, then your goal should be $600 a week. And you say, if I make $600 doing options trading, I don't have to work a 9 to 5, right? So clarify your visions and goals. Transition into a full time venture requires a clear vision and a well defined goals. Clear vision and well defined goals. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly where I want to be. I see myself doing the things that I want to do. And you guys know, "Eye of the Tiger" is my favorite song, right? I put it all the time. I do it constantly, right? But you know what I do when I put that music? I see myself walking onto a stage in front of hundreds of people in a conference, in a hotel, wherever it may be. I see myself coming out of that music, out of that back with that music on, and kissing my wife and telling my wife, "Holy crap, I made it. What I thought of, what I dreamed with my eyes open, it came true." So I don't put that music sometimes just to put it. I put that music when I'm driving because I see myself in that situation. I have a clear vision and well defined goals of where I want to be. And I want to come out and speak to hundreds of people with a microphone attached to my ear and just coming out to that music of "Eye of the Tiger" and have it in the background where it says "no excuse mentality." That's my clear goal. That's my defined goal. That's my clear vision. What is your clear vision? You need to have one. Take the time to reflect on what you want to achieve with your business and how it aligns with your personal values, right? So you're going to get to your goals. But like I said the other day, we're not going to step in anybody's faces. We're not going to push people away. We're not going to, treat people differently. No, your business and your goals have to align with your personal values. Set specific, set a specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound goals that will guide your actions and keep you focused on your long term vision. Guys, that's acronym SMART. All right, SMART. Just in case you guys are writing, it's spelled SMART. Set specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound goals that will guide your actions and keep you focused. So, S is for set specific, M is for measurable, A is for attainable, R is for relevant, and T is time bound. SMART. The acronym is SMART. All right. So, clarify your visions and goals. Number three, you have to develop a business plan, right? And listen, sometimes a lot of people get caught up on this thing that I need to have a professional business plan written down with marketing this. I didn't do none of that crap because I am a little bit of a risk taker. Risk taker. You guys get to know me more. I'm a risk taker. I do things. I don't process what's next sometimes, and I know that goes against defined goals and clear vision. But sometimes as an entrepreneur, you just gotta get up and freaking do it. All right. I mean, just do it. Like Nike, right? It was one of the shortest slogans out there, and it has a millions and millions behind it because it's very simple. Just do it, right? So sometimes you just gotta get up and do it. But you need to, do a business plan. It's crucial for you to transition into a full-time venture as an entrepreneur. You have to define your target market, understand your competitors, and establish a unique value proposition, right? So for example, for me, I define my target. So define my target. I want to reach entrepreneurs. I want to be able to reach people that are willing to learn. Understand your competitors. I understand my competitors because I follow them as well, and establish a unique value proposition. And what is that? It's doing one-on-ones. It's being available. It's being open. It's being flexible. It's being present. You know, you need to outline your marketing strategies for whatever that business may be. So this is like um, um, for example, in the furniture business, it was social media and mostly was social media strategy. A well thought out business plan will serve as a roadmap, right? Providing direction and help you make informed decisions as you grow your venture. So, a business plan can also be a way that if you write it down, it will be a lot easier for you. And the reason it will be a lot easier for you is because when you have a business plan, you have a clear focus, right? So, my favorite movie of all time is Wizard of Oz, 1935. That's my favorite movie of all times. It doesn't, no Marvel movie, no action movie, no John Wick. My favorite movie of all times is The Wizard of Oz. As a matter of fact, the top five movies for me are all musical movies. I like musicals. So for me, when I see the yellow brick road on The Wizard of Oz, that is a developed business plan, right? She's going from one place to another and she has to follow the business plan. But what happens along the road, right? There are distractions along the road. there are people that she meets that are going to help her reach her goal, right? Which is Tin Man and the Lion and the Scarecrow, right? So all those people are getting into her Yellow Brick Road to accomplish and get to where she wants to go, which is Oz, right? It's the same thing with the business plan. But what happens? There are times that you want to, take a shorter road, or maybe some people will come in and take you away from the Yellow Brick Road. But with the business plan, you always say, wait a minute, this is not what I wrote down. I got to get back to the Yellow Brick Road because I'm on my way to Oz, whatever Oz is for you, right? So you have to get back on that Yellow Brick Road. And that's what a business plan does, okay? I mean, I just came up with that right now. I didn't even write that. Number four, build a supportive network. And that's the thing with the same thing. If we go back to Dorothy and we go back to the Wizard of Oz, she built a supportive network. She was in the Yellow Brick Road and then she met three people that she never thought she was going to meet and help her reach her goal and help her get to where she needed to be. And you need to surround yourself with supportive people and network of fellow entrepreneurs, mentors, and like minded individuals, right? So, it's for example, if you have marriage problems, are you going to talk to about marriage problems to a person that has is divorced? No, right? You're going to look for people that have been successful in marriage, that know how to run a marriage. Those are the people that you need to be surrounded with, right? So when you are going into this entrepreneurship way for you, you have to surround yourself with people that are like-minded, people that are even doing things that are bigger than you and better than you and that are making more than you. I tell you, if you are the smartest person in the room, you need to move the room. You have to change from the room. All right. If you are the smartest person in that room, you are in the wrong room. Period. All right. So join associations, networking groups, attend entrepreneur events to connect with people who can provide guidance, insights, and support. Like my wife, she went to a conference last month. The same conference is happening in August, and she told me the other day, last night, the other night, she said, "You're coming with me for the next one." Right? And those are 3 days. It's pure entrepreneurs, man. Just people there, just listening to these people, listening to these testimonies. And when you listen to that, you surround yourself with those people. Apart from the connections that you make, just the way that they did things, you say to yourself, wait a minute, if they did it, I could do it, right? So those are the things that you have to get around with. So this is a great group, right? Engaging with a supportive community fosters collaboration, helps you stay motivated, and provides opportunities for valuable learning experience if you surround yourself with the right people, right? I mean, it, for us, when we do this podcast, it motivates us once the stock market opens because we feel we put our minds, hey, I could do this. I'm not dumb. I could do this, right? There's nothing different between a Warren Buffett and myself. We have the same brain. It's just processed different, right? But we have the same opportunities, the same days, the same hours. We trade the same markets, right? So getting yourself around people that think like you and that are ahead of the game of where you want to be, then that's all for you, right? So you should have a person in mind and say, I want to mimic that person. I want to be that person. And then when you get to be that person, then you look for another one. I want to now be that person, right? So that's the way that you build a supportive network. Number five, you have to develop your skills. You have to continue to develop your skills. As you transition into full time entrepreneurship, invest, keyword, invest in developing the skills necessary to succeed. So when you come into this mentorship program, it's not free, right? There's a cost, and now the cost is higher. And every time I put it higher, and the reason is because you're not wasting money, you are investing money. I had a conversation with a young lady yesterday, and she doesn't have the money to come in, but I'm not going to lower the price. You know why? Because there's got to be a way that she's giving something to gain something, right? She has to feel that she's investing something. So you have to invest in developing the skills necessary to succeed. She told me, "Hey, I'm going to put the money together, and when I do, I'm going to do it." I said, "Great, perfect." So you need to identify areas where you can enhance your expertise and seek resources such as courses, workshops, and online tutorials, guys. There's so much information. I touch this constantly every single day. There's so much information. There's so many things that you can learn out there that are going to help you get better, not only in trading, but in your way to become an entrepreneur. Continuously expand your knowledge in areas such as marketing, finance, operation, and leadership. Guys, books, 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 and books. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. There's no need to think, oh my God, I can't do this. No, there's someone out there that have written a book about exactly what you want to learn. They have written a book about exactly how you're feeling. They're reading a book of where exactly you want to be at. All you got to do is pick it up and read it. And it is a guide to where you want to be. I tell you, I kid you not, I will not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for books and other people that have already made it. That's the truth. Because when I don't know any something, I go to Amazon and I order a book. Whatever it may be. It could be the stupidest thing. If I don't know it, I buy a book, I read it, and I know it. It's already in my bank of memories. And the good thing is about reading a book and gaining knowledge in different areas is that you can have a conversation with anyone and anybody about anything, right? And that makes me feel good. And you become a person of interest. All right, you become a person of interest. Number six, embrace continuous learning. Embrace continuous learning. So it goes with the same thing that I was telling you guys about developing your skills. Stay updated in industry trends, technological advancements, even behavior, consumer behavior. That's something that's very important. Listen to podcasts like you're doing here, read books, attend webinars that are relevant to your business. So I'm constantly watching videos about trading, constantly watching videos about trading. I'm talking about every single day, every single night. I'm watching videos and videos and videos of people that are just a lot bigger than me. Seek feedback from your coaches and customers, and embrace a growth mindset. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to remain agile and seize new opportunities as they arise, right? So that was the example I gave you guys about COVID and how I decided to double marketing efforts, right? Probably people thought I was crazy, but I'm going to tell you something. There was no other furniture store riding on I-4 except my van when everybody was home. I would get from here to Sanford in like 15 minutes because there was no one on the road. I had a piece of paper that was given by the government that allowed me to do deliveries because my business was an online business. Other furniture stores that I was competing against, they didn't even have a website. And I had a website for 10 years. When people thought I was dumb and it was silly to have a website, people are not going to buy furniture online. People are not going to buy furniture online. Yeah, well, watch this. My wife and I, we sold furniture all over the US, high-end furniture. All right. I sold like a $4,000 mattress in Manhattan. This lady bought a king size bed and a mattress, and she spent 11 grand because we sold high end furniture at the beginning of our business, and we sold all over the US. When people told me it was dumb, all right, but you have to embrace a growth mindset. Okay. Number seven, adopt effective time management. I am an expert on this thing. All right, my wife can testify to that. For me, time management is very important. Transitioning to a full-time venture requires effective time management. Prioritize tasks, set boundaries, and establish a structured schedule to ensure productivity and work-life balance. Allocate dedicated time for critical activities such as business development, customer acquisition, and personal growth. Developing a strong time management skills maximizes your efficiency and allows you to make the most of your entrepreneurial journey. Guys, time management is no joke. Not only in business, life overall. I tell you guys, time is something that we give that we do not get back. We don't get the time back. This few milliseconds, I don't get it back. This second, I don't get it back. The last 9:09 this morning, I don't get it back. 8 o'clock this morning, I don't get it back. It's done. It's over, right? So time management is key. All right, time management is key. And please, if you say you're going to be somewhere at a certain time, be there at a certain time. Not only for the respect of your self time, but it is the respect of others as well, right? We don't get time back. So effective time management is definitely key. Number eight, and the last one is cultivate resilience and perseverance. The path to entrepreneurial success is often filled with obstacles and setbacks. It will, all right? There were nights that my wife and I, we didn't sleep. We just didn't sleep. A lot of setbacks, a lot of obstacles, a lot of things happening at the same time. Give us a great life, but there's a lot of obstacles and a lot of setbacks. Cultivate resilience and perseverance to overcome challenges and stay committed to your vision. Guys, you have a red day. Stay committed to your vision. Stay committed to your goals. Stay committed to that business plan, right? You are on that yellow brick road, and having a red day might get you away from that yellow brick road, but you got to come back to it. Remember to always come back to it. And the way you come back to it is by staying connected, staying connected to the podcast, being part of a group that's going to push you forward, and being surrounded with the people that are on the same yellow brick road going to the same Oz. Okay? So embrace failures, like I told you, as learning opportunities and use them to refine your strategies. So again, this sentence right here, embrace failures as a learning opportunities. Like I told you, you either win or you learn. Period. You either win or you learn. Period. Okay. Surround yourself with a positive support system, just like we're doing now, that encourages you during tough times, just like we have right now. Your ability to bounce back and maintain a determined mindset is key to long term success. Your ability to bounce back. What does that mean? What does that mean? Your ability to bounce back. It means that you will have setbacks. So that's why I wrote your ability to bounce back because you will have setbacks. There is no way in hell that you're going to go through this process. It's all going to be nice and fine. And nah, no. Elon Musk, before he landed the rocket vertically, he blew up like three of them with millions and millions and millions of dollars down the drain. But you know what? One day he actually got it. You think that's his ability to bounce back and maintain a determined mindset, right? Because he knows what he wants. He knows where he's going. He sees, he's a futuristic, right? He sees all those things. So your ability to bounce back and maintain a determined mindset is key to long-term success. All right. All right. So the conclusion in reality is this sentence: transitioning from a side hustle to a full-time venture requires more than just financial preparedness. That's the final sentence for this podcast. Transitioning from a side hustle to a full-time venture requires more than just financial preparedness. Guys, it's more than just finance. You can have $50,000 in the bank, $100,000, $200,000, and you want to open a business. But if you are not there mentally, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you are not there mentally, money will be drained. You have to be ready mentally. Give me someone that is prepared mentally but is broke, and he'll make it. Give me someone give me someone that has mentally prepared but no money and he'll make it. But don't give me someone that has all the money but is not there mentally. That person will fail. That person will fail. So prepare your mind to really move forward. So really quick, embrace the entrepreneur mindset, clarify your visions and goals, develop a business plan, build a supportive network, develop your skills, embrace continuous learning, adopt effective time management, and cultivate resilience and perseverance. All right, guys, this is 914. Thank you so much for being here. This is No Excuse Mentality podcast where we break barriers, embrace excellence, and unlock limitless potential. I will see you guys in about 15 minutes so that we could do some live trading and finish this great week that so far has been freaking incredible. So let's see if we can finish strong Friday. And if not, then, we'll take it whatever we can take. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.